nervous.
What?
Wait, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? It's very embarrassing. You've never been good at choosing outfit, the right outfit. And what is silly topic? What does it even mean to say reboot the sound within? Everyone will get bored and they will leave before you even know.
It's not gonna be boring, it's gonna be interesting and everyone will enjoy it. Oh my gosh. It's easy to get away from people who criticize you, but how to get away from your own criticizing self? But I don't think that I'm the only one here, right? A lot of people are trapped in the problem we're addressing today, which is this negative sound. But today, in this session, we are gonna find our way out. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to sit calm? Maybe just to relax or to find creative solutions for your problems? And then out of nowhere, you start feeling anxious. Your heart is pounding. You feel this shiver down to your spine. Or maybe your eyes started to well up. And when you pay more attention, you realize we're not thinking about any solutions, but rather about this monster that's called very close deadline that came suddenly up to your mind. Or maybe you were rehearsing this argument that happened with a colleague 1 week ago, and you decided that now is the right moment to fix it up. Or just decided to live an unexisted experience of losing a beloved person or pet. Or awfully, you were anticipating the worst case scenarios ever for your future. Those thoughts, the negative thoughts that we are hearing, are created by this dull voice that keeps talking in the back of our head. This voice that's just next to you, wherever you are, the moment you're awake, the moment you're asleep, in a bus, in a meeting, in a supermarket, when you are giving it a TEDx talk or even listening to it. It's a professional in keeping your mind busy the whole time, magnifying every and each irrelevant mistake you are doing, and underestimating your skills and qualifications. I'm never good at anything. I'm not cool at the other people. Has anyone ever heard such a statement? A while ago, I applied to a conference which is the biggest in my study field. And then weeks later, they texted me to tell me that it was not only I was accepted to present there, but our research was chosen one of the best 3 research at the level of the country. Do you guess what was the first thing the sound told me? No way, it's impossible. Should have been the only one who applied. Okay, I went there, and of course I was not the only one I applied. I received the prize, and the voice kept telling me, no way, should have been some kind of chance, but wait, you are even not such lucky to have like this chance. I went back home, and I've never told my family about it, and I didn't post on LinkedIn about this event until 10 months later. Because the sound was telling me all the time that there was nothing to be proud of. And the problem that I was convinced so. It could have never been, good job, I'm proud of you. Maybe from the other people, but never from myself. Let me ask you something. How many of you believe that the way we think shape our personality, reality, and even future? How many of you believe that our thoughts lead to our state of being and affect our environment? You all know how to write your names, right? And you can even do it with your eyes closed. Because writing your name has become a habit, which is this redundant, unconsciously repeated behavior that's happening on and on. A normal person would have 60 to 70,000 thoughts in a day. 70 to 90% of those thoughts are the same one they had the day before. And what's happening, that we are letting the sound tell us something negative, then the body will have a rush of emotions, negative emotions, could be sadness, guilt, hatred. And then this will trigger some kind of chemical reactions which will provoke the mind to start thinking corresponding thoughts according to the imaginary scenario we created, which will lead to emotional reaction and negative one, and so on. Do this enough time, and you will condition your body and your unconscious brain to be addicted to this cycle. If you imagine that there is someone is attacking you, your body will believe it, and you will experience the same reaction as if someone is attacking you. I believe you know the medicine that's called placebo, which is the fake one. Why is it that we can give group of people sugar pill, and percentage of them, they would still have better health state than other people who are on real medicine? It should be something to do with mind. It was proven that people can be healed only by their thoughts. Okay, I will give you another example. How does it come that some people are diagnosed with terminal disease or maybe lost some very important ability of their body, but they can still live happy and successful more than any other people who have everything and physically fit? It's never been about what we face. It's always about the way we think when we face it. There is this song I learned when I was a kid, and I was acting according to it, and I think you know it. It's, if you're happy and you know, clap your hands. But then we all grow up, and we had our adult version, which was, we also act according to it. And it's, if you're happy and you know it, overthink. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to blow it, if you're happy and you know it, overthink. Although, my friends, today we are gonna learn a new song, which is, if you're happy and you know, stop the sound. But can we really stop it or reboot it? Let's try something together. I would like to ask please to close your eyes. I will name different objects. Once you hear the name of the object, just allow it to be present before your mind. And when you hear the name of the next object, throw away the first one and allow the second one. Okay, bridge, triangle, flower. Okay, open your eyes now, thank you. Have you been able to control which object to allow and which object to throw away? Here I just want to show you how it's possible to allow one thought to be in and to let another to disappear. But could we really apply this on our unconscious negative thoughts? The answer is yes. If we start using the keys that we are going to talk about today, the first and the most important one is be aware. Pay attention to every and each thought you have in a day. Where did it start? What message does it have on me? What effect also does it have on me? But be ready, my friends, because once you step in the river of change, it's not going to be comfortable. Your brain is not going to accept it easily. We talked before about the cycle of emotions and thoughts and how our brain and body got addicted to it. When you decide to break this cycle, your body is going to tell you, no way, you have been doing this to me 20, 34 years now. Now you decide to stop suffering? Now you decide to stop feeling sorry for yourself or feeling guilty or shameful? Now you start complaining and blaming others? I'm not comfortable, no. This is not the thing I'm addicted to. And this brings us to our second key, which is effort. Don't imagine that we can do a change without an effort. If we really want to change the sound, want to reboot it, then we need to spend efforts. We need to put efforts to train our body emotionally, which is our third key. There is this Indian saying, which is, I use memories, but I don't allow memories to use me. How many of us allows memories, bad memories, to take over our thinking over and over again? We need to stay in the present. We need to think in a better future. We don't need to wait for success to feel successful or empowered. We don't need to wait for wealth to feel abundant. We don't need to wait for something outside us to control something inside us. We need to resist the sound when it tells us, you'll never do it, you're ugly, you're not comfortable, you are not confident, you're not the one for that. We need to defeat it and use our fourth key, which is the power of replacement. And here, I will mention 3 techniques. The first one, and the one I like, is the technique 2 in 1. Replace every one negative thought with 2 positives and repeat it during the day. And to make sure that you can repeat it without forgetting this, set your alarm and text yourself. Yes, send you a message. It doesn't need to be, dear self, I hope my message finds you well and sound. No, just skip this part and send yourself a very short, precise, positive words you need to hear. You can do it. You're confident. You're beautiful. You are the one. The more you repeat those words, the more your body and the brain will get used to it, and the more you break the negative cycles and build another positive ones. Next technique I would use is replacing statements with questions. Instead of using negative statements, such as, it's very difficult language, I'll never be able to learn it. Let us ask ourselves a question. What can I do? Which steps I can follow to learn this language easier? I will give you a personal example. Instead of blaming myself all the time that I don't have time to take care of me, I decided to ask myself every while and then, okay, what can I do today to take care of me? So, to be honest, 90% of the cases it would be like having nail polish. And now you can note that I haven't asked myself this question this week. But hopefully I will ask it this week. The third technique, and the most important one, is stop living as a victim and start living as a doer and an actor. It's not my fault, it's my parents' fault, my husband's, my society's fault. They make me do and feel like this. We are only victimized by our thoughts, no one else. Another key I would like to say, which is think inside the box. Not creative, right? Okay, when it comes to thinking positively, then definitely think outside the box. But when you want to think negatively, please bring those thoughts, throw them in a box, close it, and put it in a place where you can't hear them anymore. Try this technique and see how it's useful. Okay, what about being your own best friend or maybe your own boss? You are not going to tell your boss you are a failure or you look ugly, right? It's not because you can't, but it's because it's vicious and mean. And you love them and respect them. So love and respect also yourself. My friends, if I kept talking about the tools and the keys we have in our hands to defeat the sound, I won't be finished until tomorrow. But I would like to re-emphasize about the most important two we had today, which were be aware and put some efforts. And I would like to end my talk and leave you with a 30 days challenge called Never Ever Challenge. It's a real challenge, and it's called Never Ever. Never ever use a personal pronoun like I, me, and mine, and put negative word or statement after it. Never ever allow any single thought to pass on your mind without being aware of it, and use some techniques. And never ever surrender to your negative thoughts and be convinced about what they tell you. Thank you so much.